Hey there, and welcome back to Trainwreck, an educational monster train series where you watch me struggle at around 200 Pact Shards. Today has been a day. I've been awake since 5 a.m., not through any fault of my own. I just did not get I was not able to sleep, is really the way I'm going to put it. I went to bed at, when was it, 11:30 p.m., and didn't sleep until 1 and then woke up at 5 and said, well, that's my life. So here I am in the morning recording Monster Train. I did wait a little bit before recording this so that I would actually be somewhat awake as opposed to very asleep and just throwing this run. So that's at least something. But hooray, Trainwreck. Time to go crazy and hopefully win this run. So we're on a 5-win streak. We had a very sketchy, where was it? It was this guy, Prince. I almost called him Chief. It was a very sketchy double self-infused Keeper of Echoes run into Brawler. It pulled it off with a very weird cracked helmet plus 30 holdover vent with some inferno and tiresome climb and other things in there to help out. There was also a trap shoot somewhere in there. So I mean, it was an interesting run. We had the pieces and we got the victory, but it was a little sketchy. I think that we did about as well as we could have here. I wasn't sure if that line would win, and the truth is, it almost didn't. Yeah, I don't know. There were some pretty tough parts there. So the middle game in particular was the real rough part. But I don't know. I think it's okay. Maybe I needed to dupe earlier to clean that up, but sometimes you just don't have the good opportunity for it. So anyway, we won. It's fine. We're currently moving on to probably the worst champion in. Is it the worst champion at 200 shards? I don't know, Tethys is still pretty abysmal. Sentient is pretty bad, but at least she does something. She's, at worst, she's +1 draw, which is honestly pretty good. Like, think about all the times you throw away your champion in the DLC because your units are just better. And then imagine that while you threw away your champion, she was not only killing chump blockers like Wiltwings because she self-scales, but she was also basically functioning as a draw relic. Turns out that's pretty good. So there's that. Now, obviously, it could be better, right? Definitely not one of the stronger champions, but it's fine. So I think I can't say it's the worst champion. It's just objectively not. Plus, you have Awoken as your clan, so it can't be that bad. But yeah, Tethys is for sure still worse. Although it's interesting. I don't know. I don't want to get into that discussion too much. I could spend a lot of time on it here, and I don't want to. So, alright, I think that's it. So, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And, well, let's play some Monster Train. That seems like a reasonable thing to do this early in the morning. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and kids like you should be burning in hell. Okay, I didn't get the quote perfectly right there, but, I came pretty close. We'll see how many folks of you actually know what that's from. Oh my god. Well, I hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing fine. I was doing better until I rolled into Dregs with this clan combo. I mean, it might be okay, right? We might just get Paraffin Enforcer into a sweeper and just win. But Dregs are pretty tough. This does make my redraws pretty good though, right? It's fine. We'll move on. We are default Awoken, default Melting with Dazed Talos, Spell Shield Fell, and Chaste Seraph with Vine Grasp, Hallow Drippings, and Pyrogrow. It's interesting because Pyrogrow is pretty good here. These are actually all okay spells. Hallow Drippings enables some burnout lines. Vine Grasp is a ping, which I appreciate. Also, 2 of these consume. So after first playthrough, my deck is exactly 7 cards right now, which is pretty wild. And fortunately, it's not Diligent, or we would be really feeling bad, but we'll see what we get. That's an interesting start. It's very rare that you see a start that has so few replayable cards in it, but... Alright, let's hit this. Temples are 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8. We're back loaded. We love it. 5 temples also makes the 200 shard run considerably easier. Great news. We have a removal dupe with Steel Shop on 8. Solid. Another removal dupe with Pyro Remains on 7. Solid. So good backloaded removal dupes as well, which we like. Steel shops are obviously 8. There's one on 6 that's pretty good. There's one on 5. One on 3 and 2. Interesting. So we have really good steel shop spread as well, which is nice. I like that. Magic shops are a little flimsy. Obviously, there's a couple that we could take that compete with other things we'd like. On ring 6, you got the one that's competing with that steel shop. On ring 7, you've got one competing with the removal dupe. None of these magic shops are particularly good, though, right? There's no magic shop removal alignment, which is unfortunate. So hopefully I don't need magic shops all that much. Banner-wise, we're forced to see a Remnant banner on ring 2, which is good. We also have another Remnant banner on ring 3. Both of these align with the steel shops, so it seems like some kind of melting line, which is fine. Just fine. Hell's Banners, Guild Marker. It's interesting. Hell's Banners is not bad, but I don't see that being super critical in this run. Obviously, we could see a tomb or something that makes it pretty okay, but Guild Marker this early seems just solid. I'll take it, especially with the early opening money. And cultivating or bristling, huh? Bristling spikes in this chase is never great, unless I can reform it, but I don't have the reform. I'm just going to take cultivating. I think it's just stronger here. This does make our ring 1 pretty weak. Oof. We're going to take a ton of damage here. Do I die? I think the answer is maybe. I don't have very strong anything here. We're actually really weak. I don't think I can take this trial. I think you might lose here if you click this, because this protector for sure walks on me, hits me for 4. Chains is already pretty scary. I might be able to deal with the backlines, but there are 3 of them, and I only have the 2 pings. I don't think we take this trial. I think we actually hard lose if we do this, which is really sad. I just don't have high confidence in our ability to do it, right? I just don't think we get it. You could put a dreg in the back here behind Sentient and give it the burnout, which is kind of interesting. I think I will. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, like, look at this, right? We get the ping here for sure. We get one more ping for one of these foot soldiers. I'm probably going to leak, woof, a huge chunk of this wave. I don't see the world where we get through that, yeah? I would like to put a Train Steward in front downstairs, simply because it face tanks this and gets 18 damage through. I then think it's Dreg plus Train Steward upstairs here. And I'm going to Drippings this. It gets the Collector, but it's also pretty okay. Yeah, we get the ping here. We're going to take it. We get Train Steward, Drag, middle, and then I suppose we click the Sentience thing. You play Hallowed Drippings, you Vine Grasp here. We kill it. So, could I have taken this trial? With this particular draw order, yes. Did I underestimate Sentient here? I hope that doesn't cost me the run by missing that unit trial. It's hard to know, but yeah, that's tough. I can Pyre Grow here, right? Yeah, that's why not. It's fine. It lets me play some of these spiky things. Spiky things, you know, the restores is what I meant to say. Well, It's tough. I mean, I do see the Vine Grasp. I could have missed that. We get through it thanks to the regen here. I don't know. It's tough. With this particular draw order, we did it, but I don't know if it was guaranteed. Well, hopefully I don't lose for that. If I mean, I probably missed like a sweeper, right? If I miss a sweeper Paraffin Enforcer run, it's sad, but I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Sharpen is hard to click here. I don't love it. It's too slow no matter what. Sting is fine. I like Sting. It's hard to skip it. Restoration Detonation would be okay as well. Like, that's a fine card. I might consider taking it. It's good, I suppose. Sting is probably... I mean, it's tough. These are both fine cards. I'm just going to take the Sting. Draw me more cards, please. Molded. Molten Encasement. It's hard to skip Molten Encasement. It's probably really good. Yeah, I think it's got to be the Encasement here, as much as I would like the Molded. Missing that unit trial. That sets the tone for the whole run, doesn't it? Sure does. Large Stone, gross. Remnant Banner. Bounty Stalker. Okay. That I didn't take that reform there, dang. Okay. Re-roll this shop. Quick. I mean, Quick Bounty Stalker is pretty good. Sure, okay, we'll start with that. I can backload my shards. Yes. Which means I don't need to take anything right now, which is fine. Yeah, sure, okay. The interesting thing is, I want to put that Bounty Stalker behind. I actually don't feel that strong, even after walking through this. Like, Bounty Stalker is neat here, but we didn't really gain any power. So, I don't know, I'm actually kind of glad I don't have to take anything here. Okay, we have to click this unit draft, I think. We do have to click this unit draft, I believe. You could sacrifice the Bounty Stalker here, but I mean, the thing is he's actually not that much better than a Train Steward when you put it in perspective, which is kind of weird. It's what, Sentient upstairs plus Train Steward here? Yeah. Okay, I suppose. I can at least kill the guy in front. It's something. Hold up. Strong argument to pull that clergyman forward, huh? You can also put a drag upstairs. I think that is going to be correct. That also gets 2 kills up here, right? Because the 5 pings and the 10 guy pings. Yeah, okay. So we actually get 2 here. And if I ping up front, it doesn't change it. That's okay. I'm going to click on Pyregrow. I'm going to pull the 7x2 forward here. Yes. Now, 7/7. I mean, we never save it. It's fine. Yeah, we never save it, but we do play the Train Steward anyway, just to get it shot. I think it's fine. Okay, we take a few. Real shame I didn't get a good answer here. Let's see, there is another Dreg coming up. It's a shame I don't get to play that Dreg again, but we do get double kills again, right? Which is kind of the whole point of what we're doing here. I'm going to play out the cards. We take some hits, that's fine. I'm guaranteed to see a Hallow Drippings next turn. We should Sting downstairs and play the Molten Encasement. This kills at least something here, which is good. Yes. I play Restore. I don't think the Dreg upstairs is particularly good. I'd rather play it next turn if I need to. So we put the Dreg here on... I guess I could have put it on bottom and actually gotten some value out of it. Why did I do that? Got 9. Yeah, that might cost me here. It's unfortunate. Let's see. I'm not looking great here, friend. Okay, it looks a little better here. I'm taking 3 rounds, it looks like. 228 minus 149. You want to leave the conduit here. This is a weird one, but basically this conduit trades with Sentient in a pretty meaningful way. I could run the math on this, but it's always better to punch. I want to punch this number into the boss here. So he's at what, 231 minus 149 right now. If I hit him, I drop him by 3, which takes him to 79. I take 4 rounds. 4 rounds, he does 6 by 4 is 24 damage. We're not dead. So we take it, I suppose. It's not pretty, but the math checks out in an okay way. Yikes, 7 damage. Well, you know, I took a trial, and I'm happy I took a trial. We'll just put it like that. Ugh. What's coming up? Could go for Merchant of Magic. Although, Merchant of Magic, I mean, I guess it depends on what I see here. I should take Sharpen, because we didn't see Razor Sharp. It sucks, but it's fine. Yeah, okay. Immediate regret for not taking the Reform when you're shown it. It's tough. You know, I feel like I deal with this all the time. Molten Encasement is sometimes a card that's just too hard to skip, but so is Reform. The Molded is just, I mean, it's tough. It is tough. Am I going to take another Molten Encasement? I don't know. I think I'm actually going to grab the Dripfall here. I like that mix-up there. Shattered Shell. This is a tougher decision than I'd like to pretend it is. We don't have a Reform. I need to hit an Endless in order to make my guy functional. Downside, he never gets multi-strike. So he shoots once, and that sucks. Shattered Shell, on the other hand. That Bounty Stalker, I don't think that Bounty Stalker is going to do it for you, unfortunately. Shattered Shell, I think, gets through this. I can stay low on shards because I can backload so much, and I have the dregs for the infusions. I basically am looking at 150 shards in the last 3 rings, pretty much. As long as I don't delete the dregs like a moron. Thorned Hollow can 1v1 Talos pretty easily with the restores. Yeah, I mean, Thorned Hollow can do that. Shattered Shell. How does Shattered Shell look? I need to not leak big things. There is a wave that scares me. It's the double heavies, especially since one of them almost always gets upgraded. And if I leak that, I can leak one small heavy at full for 6 damage. But if I leak a big dude, we're dead. Huh. Thorned Hollow definitely beats Talos. Shattered Shell might not. But the thing is when I play all my cards out, there's only so many things left in the run. So I think Shattered Shell is a better pick here. Now, the question you have to ask then is, do I have to go to the magic shop? And the answer is, I don't think so. I don't think so. I can go to the right. Quick. It's not ideal. Lady of the Reformed plus Wickless Tycoon. Yeah, none of these are good for what I'm doing. Unfortunate. Quick Shell sounds good until you remember I have Cultivating Sentient and I would like the scaling to go in my favor. So I think in this case I flip it. Large Stone. Large Stone is terrible. Yikes. Okay. Base Shattered Shell here doesn't actually win. I think I have to take this Large Stone. Unfortunate. I mean, I think I do. Right? Tragic. I think I have to do this, right? Man, this is rough. This is not good. No bueno. I think we're looking at a bad run here of Monster Train, the video game. I think I have to click this large stone to not lose against Talos. Do I? Okay, consider this. I should look at the temple. Not the temple, the caverns here, because I'm never overflowing. If they show me a tiny stone, it's tough, because if they show me tiny stone, the large stone going in first is better. The interesting thing is it's not actually that good, but it might not be that bad either. I don't know. We'll click the large stone because I think I do need this to not lose. And then we'll go into the caverns and see what we get. Random Umber consumable, packed morsels. No, I don't want that. Okay, well that was also useless. Well, okay. Now, is this horde going to pay me out enough to risk the 10 shards here? I actually don't think so. But dang, what is happening on this run? It's really bad. Normally I would click this, but we're in a dire state. I think we're gonna chill. This is like Sentient 101 is just the early game is a nightmare, especially if you just don't hit on the other things. I think we have to move on here. I can make up these shards. It is possible because of the node generation. So, fine. We're gonna do it, I suppose. I am going to Bounty Stalker bottom because I may as well. I will Pyrogrow. I will not steal kills from Shell to the best of my ability. Well, you know, sure, Train Steward, let's get it, bud. I guess I'm gonna shoot Sentient and then heal her here because I want... These Halidrins do nothing. Just burn them. I have no way of capitalizing on that at all. Cool, yeah, so like the slays here are important. I'm gonna play double Train Stewards, I think. Yeah, double heavies, fortunately, they didn't get upgraded. That's good, at least. Sure. Getting some slays is solid here. Okay, that's good. Let's see, 24, he gets 3 slays, so that puts him up at 27 rather. He gets 3 slays, it puts him up at 9, so 36. So what you should do is split up the heavies and then pop the conduit. I actually don't mind if Bounty Stalker perishes. That's true. I do not mind that at all. The 7-7, that's okay. We can just let this go through. I'm just gonna let this whole floor go, right? I'm okay with it. Okay. Alright, now, what am I doing? Regen up front, it's good. Play the units out, it's also good. I'm going to sharpen Shattered Shell here. I actually genuinely do believe this large stone mattered. In case anyone was keeping track, I'm going to drop. Ooh, Sharpen actually gets this everything, right? Yeah, Sharpen gets it all. And then we just regen up to the best of our ability. Okay, it's fine. I'm looking for regen. Huge regen. We're going to play the encasement because I don't want it. I'm going to self-ping? No, there's no world I do that, right? That's wrong. Just shoot the damage into the boss here. I think we get through this, just narrowly, though. Yeah, I mean, it's not pretty, in fact. It is not pretty, but we do get through it, which is good. I think Shattered Shell being large was important here. I'm just gonna say it. I don't like it. I think it was important. Intent on Death is pretty good. These are all actually really good cards. Devourer of Death is the skip. Endless goes into Bounty Stalker if we see it. Wax and Spike is pretty fun. Intent on Death is pretty fun. I think leaning into Bounty Stalker with no reforms in my deck is a losing proposition, so he's just kind of going to be shooting some guys and then dying. Wax and Spike, on the other hand, I think I can do some nonsense with. That's a good initial burst, and I can double Hallow Drippings after, which is 4 plus 5 plus 5. That's 14 burnout. And this, I think, is worth it. Yeah, we'll take the Spike. Well, I didn't get what I wanted. What am I looking for now? I could self-infuse. It's not impossible to pull that off, right? Do a self-infuse here. You could also just take the Lady of the House here and not have to go to the dupe. I mean, I don't really want this Awoken banner anyway. I guess I go to the dupe, self-infuse, and hope for the best. It's not pretty, but I think it works. Yikes, okay. Drawing cards is going to matter a lot for me, I'm pretty sure. I do have Pyrogrow already. I am drawing a lot. I don't need space for anything at this moment, so I'm just going to take card draw. That'll be okay. I'm honestly really happy about the health. We're going to go left. I get some more health. I'm going to dupe and self-infuse. You could have argued, by the way, to put Bounty Stalker into Shattered Shell. That's really slow, because I don't want Shattered Shell to die, and it would have been just the Intent on Death scaling. And in truth, I'm pretty confident the Self-Infuse is just way stronger here. So we're going to do that. Instead, I'm going to duplicate the shell, and we're going to Self-Infuse the shell. And it's just going to have to be okay. And we have a large Shattered Shell, which, you know, I'm not happy about it any more than you are, but this is the world that we live in. Cultivating 2? Yeah, okay, fine. You could hard pivot on Explosive here. You know, it might be really good. Oh my god, am I gonna do it? I think I actually have to. I'm so weak right now to a double heavy floor. I actually think this is correct. Unbelievable. I'm clicking it. I think I have to do it. Wow, I need to be up at... how much? 50 shards by ring 6. Okay, fair enough. Intrinsic Wax and Spike. You could intrinsic this Pyrogrow, actually. Is probably the right choice. Is a plus 30 better? No. Intrinsic Pyrogrow, then take money, I suppose. That might be the right choice. With the card draw and Sentient coming down, I think this is probably correct. Okay. 45 stays under 50 here, we move on. We're able to stay surprisingly low. Conduits are terrifying. Multi-strike is actually good. Believe it or not. I want Cultivating to get hit a few more times. Okay, that multi-strike there is pretty bad. I'll give you that much. Sentient, Shattered Shell. I don't like you. Why'd you get upgraded, Clipped Conduit? It's bad. Gross. I don't want to click my Pyrogrow now. Yeah, I don't want to click the Pyrogrow because of this Clipped Conduit getting upgraded. I would prefer hitting a Vine Grasp or literally anything, and because of that, I don't want to take this -2 draw on this turn. Unreal. Very upset about that. Yeah, I mean, it pays out, right? We get the Vine Grasp here, which saves an unbelievable amount of everything. So, Sharpen is bad in front because it steals a kill. I'm going to Vine Grasp here because it's just correct to do so. Clipped Conduit. We're going to Bounty Stalker downstairs. It's good. I'm going to drag middle. I think that's good. I take a lot of damage. I want to sting downstairs. I actually think I need to not... I think I need to shoot this guy, right? Save that number. Yeah, I think so. It's not pretty, but I think I have to do that. Okay, I can pull this enemy forward. Oh, we actually just lose Sentient here, which is unbelievable. How in the world do I live without Sentient? I didn't draw a single of my restores on this particular turn, which is unbelievable. We can save her. It's not great. I'm going to Wax and Spike here for a Botrillion, and it's just going to have to be okay. I'm gonna keep the Bounty Stalker alive. Yeah, we're gonna Wax and Spike here. There's just no world around it. I take 1,000,000 damage because of my hubris. Seriously, what was my plan here? I don't know. Just stop. Clipped Conduit upgrade. Monster Train. Monster Train. What in the world is happening? I lose because of the most unreal and not a single restore. Not a single restore. Outrageous. I mean, I have to save Sentient. I still can't save Sentient. I don't know what to tell you. I hard lose here right now. I can't believe this draw order is so bad. With 8 card draw, I didn't see a single restore on this turn. Wow. Okay. I grossly underestimated how bad Monster Train wanted to kill me here. I mean, do I beat this boss? Do I beat this unit? 105 minus 62. He hits me for 24. I'm technically alive, I suppose. It is a technicality. Unreal how bad this is. Well, I take 24 damage. Okay. Ouch. Alright. Shattered Shell has 68, 61. I don't see how that kills. Yikes. I am feeling real bad here. Just gonna say it like it is. Now I see all my restores. Wow, too bad I didn't see these on a previous turn. Ah! I can get an extra bit of damage here with that drip fall. We'll take it, I suppose. It's something. I pretty much have to put a Train Steward in front of Shattered Shell and for another round. None of my cards are good at this point. There are no good cards. Pyrogrow, at least, it's tough. Right, he shoots once, then shoots again. The 19 comes in. It's... I might get another one if I play a restore here, so let me think about this vaguely. So, every shot of 26 maybe matters here. So here's the thing. First round, nothing on this guy. 2 damage at the front. Cool. He shoots and takes 2. He has 1 life. Okay. Second round, he shoots and takes 2 and dies. He kills himself here. Meanwhile, the 19 comes in and the 1 comes in. Doesn't change anything. It wouldn't have changed anything anyway. It's fine. What was my plan with this bad a draw order? Okay, we're going to try again. That is disgusting. This is a disgusting amount of RNG. So I think what I need to do is play bottom floor and just feed these numbers out right away, pretty much. And then you Pyrogrow here. We drip in the back to save the 10. Tough. I mean, and then I restore here and we try our best. We lose Sentient on this turn. Wow, is this mix of a Sentient really this bad? Because I do clear a lot of stuff here, but like we already lose Sentient. Unreal. I mean, so this multi-strike is very bad for me. This is interesting because I never do this mix. I grossly underestimated how weak Sentient is without the second tier cultivating stat gain. The 80 HP versus the 55 I have right now is huge. Incredibly. Wow, I can't believe that. Well, we're going to let this go, I suppose. It's not good. It's tough. Wow. I think you double ping back here. And that does the best it's going to do. And then we, what? Wax and Spike here. Aloe drippings, and we hope for the best. We take a big chunk here, but I don't know what else to say, really, other than hope for the best. Wow, this is an unbelievable run of Monster Train. I don't really know what else to say here other than, well, we lose here now, which is very funny. Ah, that's tough. Okay, so this multi-strike was very ambitious. I measured my power level wrong. This is such a bad episode. If I lose here 37 minutes, I gotta be able to get through this, right? I have to. I have to. I have to get through this somehow. I could still play bottom. Is there a draw order that gets me through this? I could drip instead of double restore and save 20. This is shockingly difficult. Okay, we clear two things. It's not pretty, but we clear two things. I think the Pyrogrow is a mistake here. So don't click it. Okay, fine. Sentient is still perishing. Okay, I think I have to pull, sting, Sentient lives, you drag middle, you Bounty Stalker up, oh, you play Bounty Stalker upstairs to kill a unit, and I suppose you toss this thing in front of upstairs. Okay, I hate that. But again, you immediately get this crazy draw order where it's just like, dang, I guess I don't get cards. Too bad. I'll play the dregs out. I will pull here just because you can. It's Wax and Spike Sentient hit with the hallowed drippings. I need restore hits here. Immediately, I wish I didn't have to take this large stone. I mean, you play the aloe drippings, we hope for the best, I suppose. But the truth is that we don't get it. Like, there's no win here. We're looking bad. We're looking very bad, yeah. I'm eating dirt upstairs. We at least shoot one. I take 20 plus 24. We restore downstairs, and I think we play a Train Steward in front and hope for the best. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. Wow. Eat dirt time, I suppose. And then downstairs, I mean, we super lose here. It's even worse. Yeah. It's actually even worse. Okay, I mean, and with no reforms or anything, that's all. I can't believe it. I lost here. These cards don't do anything. Is there a way through this combat? I'm going to try one last time. We're going to try our hardest. Sentient. Shattered Shell. We're going to double restore here. I'm not going to click on Pyrogrow. Okay. One consideration that I did not think before is sharpen on the front because the spikes change everything. You can then pull this thing forward and we take less damage. Dreg. I don't even play the Bounty Stalker here. I know, it's weird. I can then sting here. We take 7 on this floor. Now, of course, this means I'm not scaling Shattered Shell at all. At all. Which is bad. We're just going to say it like it is. It's bad. Right? It's irredeemably bad. It's probably the only way I could really describe this, but we at least keep it alive. So we eat dirt here, fine. We eat dirt on the first one, cool. I get the restores on this turn with the Hallow dripping, so we actually clear this floor unbelievably. You play the dregs, it's fine. Okay, this is the real bad turn. I could actually pull one forward, sting it out, pull this forward and restore it, and then drip here, and it lives a little bit. Does this sneak it out? What? Okay, I mean... Now, hold up. 19 comes in. If you train Steward the back here and sharpen it, 19-1, I can actually kill, right? Can you do this with Bounty Stalker? No, because stealth. It's actually something that only works with Train Steward here. So you Train Steward, sharpen in the back, and it kills this conduit. And then I can take Pyrogrow here and buy a turn. Okay, I'll take it. I'm going to restore to the best of my ability. We're going to play the Tomb. We're going to just try our hardest here. Do we get through it? Great question. Answer is not likely. No, not a chance. It was close, kind of. Kind of. No, not a chance. I needed a plus 30 in. I actually had to put a plus 30 into one of those restores, and I think we get through this. Oh man, really? Why is Sentient so bad? Well, I think I've learned my lesson. And the lesson is, at 100 shards, this run looks better. Because at 100 shards, I don't take... This is weird. I'm going to talk about this in the run summary. I guess this is the episode, because it's 44 minutes. It's not like I'm going to make another run at this point. I've tried this combat so many different ways. I don't see the way I sneak through this here, which is tragic. Because this multi-strike kills me here. Yeah, this multi-strike kills me. What a tragedy. So this run looks very different at 100 shards. And we're just gonna let this end. And sorry, Monster Train, you got me. You got me, bud. Good gone. Okay, so fine. 200 shards, good grief. All right, well, let's go to the run summary. I'm gonna talk through how this looks at 100 shards and why I don't fear this as much at 100 shards. Cool. So the first things first, I don't take this Molten Encasement on ring 1 at 100 shards. You may ask why. The answer is because at 100 shards and with melting, reform is almost always superior. I don't need Molten Encasement. I don't fear a 17 damage Divinity on 100 shards. It's 9 damage. It's very different, and that number difference changes a lot. You watch my other episodes, you snap click that reform there at 100 shards for sure. Okay, so that is the beginning of that. And that immediately pays out this bounty stalker, right? Because I can reform it and do some nonsense with it, actually. It's actually a functional part of my run. Okay, the other thing is, I don't do this stupidity where I'm pivoting the rejuvenate, right? What was this? I guess this is just bad. This is something I only considered because, I don't know, 200 shards is scary, and I think I need to deal with a lot more heavies, so okay. Unbelievable. And then, yeah, outrageous there. So that changes a lot there, right? +2/+2, it turns out it's better. The other nice thing is that it at least puts Sentient's HP above Shattered Shells. I feel like this is definitely just a me mistake, right? Like, because I'm not even cultivating Shattered Shell is the problem. So you never even get this guy's numbers up, which is wild. This was just such a bad run of Monster Train. I really should not record in the mornings. This is TLDW. Don't record in the mornings. This is terrible. And like, this is unfortunate because I'm going to put this episode up and feel really bad about it because this should not be a loss. This should not be so pathetic of a run in general. This is definitely tough. Just tough. I'm going to avoid saying anything too harsh here about myself because it is what it is. But this is how they say tough. Fair enough. All right, we'll leave it there. Anyway, that brings us back to 0 wins on the series. You hate to see it, but okay. All right, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for hopefully what's next. Being better. Take care, folks.